Hello everyone, welcome back. I cannot wait to share these makeup dupes and alternatives that in many cases I think are actually better than the high-end option. It has been about 6 months since I have done a dupes video, and the reason for that is because I am very picky when it comes to the dupes that I present to you. And I've only gotten more picky as more and more people start doing dupes videos. You can find a lot of dupes content on Instagram and on TikTok, and a lot of times they're just very repetitive. A lot of times I don't think that they're truly dupes at all. And so that is why I really take my time with these videos and I try to find you true dupes, meaning that even if the packaging is different, the shades are identical once applied to the skin and the performance is equal. So that's really the criteria I have when coming up with dupes. They may not necessarily have identical ingredients because that is going to be super rare to find. And I thought just to show you how seriously I take these types of videos, here is some B-roll of my arm having been swatched with like 20 to 30 lip liners. This is after I tried to wash them off. So yes, some of these lip liners, even though they're drugstore, are extremely long wearing. All right, because I forgot to put any highlight on today, let's start there. On one side, I'm going to put the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. This is the Glow Seeker highlighter in Sun Idol. So I'm taking a highlight brush, going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and applying that to my cheekbones. So pretty. But if you like that, you will love this. This is called the Know You Better Illuminating Highlighter from Alessi, and this is the shade Sun Glow. I'm going to use a different highlight brush, also a fan brush, and apply that to the other side. And hopefully it's picking up. My lighting's a little bit different on this side than this side. I have sunlight coming in from this side, but I promise you, in person, you cannot tell the difference. And I believe I paid like $10 for this. An extremely popular, very hyped up product right now is the Rare Beauty Blush / highlighter. A shimmering blush, if you will. I have in my hands the shade Happy, which is a beautiful pink. I personally like to use these as blush toppers, not as blush itself, because I do have very oily skin, large pores, lots of texture. I find that if I use this on its own as my blush, the texture and pores are magnified. But it is very beautiful as a blush on its own for those people who don't have the same issues as I do. But if you don't want to spend the money on this, get yourself this Milani Baked Blush in Dolce Pink. Look at how close these are. I was honestly shocked when I swatched them. I would say the Dolce Pink, if you look really closely, has a slightly warmer, less bright tone to it, which would actually, I think, make it more wearable for a lot of people. Obviously, they don't look that similar in the pan. This one is kind of marbled and baked, but I promise you on the skin, the same. I've got to tell you, I was so happy to find a dupe for this Basma Cream Blush in the shade Cherry. I demonstrated this for the first time a couple of months ago when it was brand new, and I think I shocked people by sharing how much I loved this particular cherry red shade. I am really into bright blushes. I think they look so beautiful on even light skin as long as you use the right amount. And this cherry, as I think I've already said, is absolutely gorgeous. I love everything about it, but I've got a great alternative for you. If you just can't or don't want to spend the money on this, pick yourself up this Milani blush. This time it is cream, and this is in the shade Blushing Berry. So I'm going to take a bit on another clean finger and apply it to this side. And there you go. Can you tell the difference? I can't. All right, should I do another blush or move on to some lip dupes? Let's do some lip dupes. This is one of my all-time favorite lip glosses. It's Patrick Ta's She's an Influencer. It's got this beautiful rose gold base to it and is so shiny and comfortable on the lips, but so is this Revlon gloss. This is in the shade Rose Quartz. It also has a rose gold base. It does have a little bit more pigmentation than She's an Influencer, but they are very, very close. So I don't know if I would call this one an exact dupe, but it's an excellent alternative. Now, you know how I said at the beginning of this video, some of these products, in my opinion, are better than the high-end option? Well, here's one that I think is miles better than the high-end. This is a lip oil from Catrice in the shade Drama Mama. This is the Dior Lip Glow Oil in the shade Cherry. I'll be honest with you, I buy these glosses, these lip oils, for the pure luxury of them. They look beautiful, the colors are gorgeous, but honestly, I find them to be, well, let's just say not the most comfortable lip oils. I find myself reaching for the Catrice over the Dior all the time now. The Catrice just has a better formula, I think. It's less thick, it's less sticky, but you still get that great shine and hydration. And honestly, you get a little bit more of the cherry color with the Catrice. Now I want to talk about those lip liner dupes that I had swatched all over my arm. I was so excited to find a nearly identical alternative to Charlotte Tilbury's new Icon Baby Lip Liner. So many people are loving this shade, and while I personally love Charlotte Tilbury lip liners and think that they are totally worth the money, I'm a realist. I understand that some of you maybe don't have the budget for a $25 lip liner, or maybe you do, but you just don't want to spend that much. Well, how about one for $5? This is Makeup Revolution's IRL Filter Finish Lip Liner in the shade Frappuccino Nude. Now, this is a twist up versus a pencil liner. Both super creamy, both extremely long wearing. I got you. And I say, I got you because I also got you another Charlotte Tilbury lip liner dupe. This time it is another option for the shade Pillow Talk. Now, I know there are a lot of Pillow Talk lipstick and liner dupes out there. I don't think I've ever heard anyone mention this specifically. So here's Pillow Talk, and here is Dusty Rose from Maybelline. Again, you've got a twist up lip liner versus the pencil liner. But again, so close, no one would ever know that you weren't wearing Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Next, I have a fantastic dupe for the Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Stick in the shade Wild Rose. I love to use this type of shade in my tear ducts to give it that brightness. Look at that. So pretty. You can also use it underneath the arch of your brow. The dupe for the Laura Mercier is from Milani. It is their Gilded Eyeshadow Stick in the shade Blossom. So let's put that on this side and look at that. It's even a little bit brighter than the Laura Mercier. So I actually kind of like it better. Gotta put a little bit under here too. So good. I forgot I had another blush dupe for you. This one is from Pat McGrath, is a dupe for Pat McGrath. This is the shade Cherish. A beautiful, beautiful pink. But I love this blush from Makeup Revolution just as much. This is the shade Pink Lady. So here they are side by side. They're both matte. They both wear really, really well on my oily skin, but one of them is $39 and the other is $7. Yeah, Pat McGrath blushes are definitely pricey, as are the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. One of my personal favorites is the I Need a Nude. I've used this in several videos. I've talked about it in lots of recommendations videos. It's just a great formula. It's a great color story. I really just enjoy everything about this palette. Honestly, I cannot take credit for this dupe slash alternative because I believe I saw someone else talk about it first, and I am so upset. I feel so badly that I can't remember who it was. If you recognize this dupe and know who you first heard talk about it, please leave their name in the comments so that I can give them at least some sort of credit. Even though I do take pride in finding my own dupes, I really felt that this one was too good not to share, because I know you haven't seen everybody's dupe videos. You haven't seen every dupes and alternatives or buy this, not that video out there. I know I haven't. And I don't want anybody to not know about this Natasha Denona alternative. This is a palette from Amazon. It's from the brand Lamora, and of course, the name is similar to the Natasha Denona. This is the I Need a Nude, and this is the nude eyeshadow palette. Look how similar these are. Now you do get a couple more shades in the Natasha Denona palette, but what you do get in this palette is pretty much all the best shades from this palette. You can get an identical look. In fact, I have the Lamora on this eye, and I have the I Need a Nude on this eye. The sparkle's the same, the pigmentation, the look that I was able to achieve, and this beautiful palette is only $10. Well, all right, that is all I have for now, just the 10. Hopefully next time I can have more, but as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm becoming more and more picky with my dupes. So who knows how many I will have in the future. I will always try to have at least 10. As always, all of the products, both the affordable and high-end, will be listed down below in the description box. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave them for me in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, I really, really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you have not already. I do post new content at least twice per week. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok. My username is the same on those platforms as well. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.